Yes, Amy.
Got a bit of a different couch style today.
Oh no, it is a little bit. I feel like I'm in the.
I know. Okay, is that like the where's it go?
Yeah.
The black sort of mastermind. It's
Mastermind.
I know.
Why have you written this book?
And you've got a spotlight on you. So, I happened to fall across this book. No,
yes,
you gave me this obviously prior to it going to print, and of course I read it as the diligent partner I am.
You are.
And thoroughly enjoyed it because it talks all about the issues we see on a daily basis. I mean, you've called it I'd rather do it myself, which is so true from an owner's perspective in any industry, because you just think, you know how to do it best. It's quicker, easier, less hassle, and I'll just do it myself. So the title is Very, and it's about from micromanagement to leadership. So, I suppose in an interview style, I'd like to know
why did you write this book?
Why did you write this book, and why didn't you write a romantic novel?
How I fell in love with the industry. I guess a lot of people were expecting me to kind of do a book on how to run a successful business, what do I do, etc. And we could do that, but there's always been a micromanagement element to the owner. Like you said, it's quicker if I do it myself. It's much easier if I know what to do. I don't need to worry about training someone and that kind of aspect. But I do feel that since the pandemic, even though we don't love to mention it all the time, but there has been an element of the recruitment crisis, the rise of the cost. So really what we are finding over the past 3 years is that the owners keep kind of wanting to do everything themselves because it's cheaper. They don't need to train someone that is going to leave. Can they actually recruit someone that's going to help them doing things? So there's a huge mindset element of perhaps you wasn't a micromanager before, but you now are becoming more and more, in control. Yeah. And I think the pandemic has made a lot of owners feeling that they were losing aspect of that control, because if we remember those days of not knowing what was going to happen from one day to the next, having phone calls of members or non-members like, what do I do? And it was this whole fear-based year, I guess, and couple of years. And so we saw managements or managers or owners becoming this kind of, I control what I can control. So if I can control it, it's a lot, I know it's going to be done properly. I don't need to focus on anything else. I don't need to, to train someone who's going to leave me. So to me, there's been an element of, let's give you the tools, the systems, and everything that I've learned throughout the years of experience, peppered into a bit of Amy Gordon as well, with her systems and her mindset. I'm talking to her as if you're not here.
I like to think I had a hand in, some of it at least.
Yes,
even
definitely
though
the systems.
I did none of the work, but
the writing.
None of the writing.
No, but that's me, isn't it? I just needed to write. It just needed to come out. I've been talking about it for so long. And actually, when I was talking about writing a book, I didn't really know what I wanted to write about. I knew I didn't want yet another book on, how to run the business, because that to me is more of the one-to-one coaching element to what we do, is how to help you through your circumstances run the successful business, because it's not a one-size-fits-all as far as I'm concerned. But as far as the micromanagement is, been really interesting the last 3 years of, wow, there's a lot of burnouts, there's a lot of lack of directions, there's a lot of not trusting the processes or where we're going. So if I can help you as a book reader,
I think,
if I can help you,
I can't think of the word.
Okay, so if I can help you, deciding and defining your system, your structure, and understanding the way you're functioning, then I feel that it starts from there. Everything starts from the owner's perspective anyway. So I think that to me was very important to talk about that leadership and understand what leadership is. throughout the years, I've been reading a lot of books on leadership. I've read so much on, how to become a great leader. But it was always about me as a leader. How can I? But a lot of time when we talk about operation businesses, it's not just about your leadership. It's about your structure, your systems that makes your leadership flourish.
Yeah.
But if you're stuck on a day-to-day basis because you'd rather do it yourself,
yeah.
you will always plateau to a certain growth because you can't grow further because you're so into holding on to the business, really, isn't it? A lot of the owners that we're coaching at the moment really is giving them the tools and the support they need to grow and handle the business in a different perspective, I guess.
Yeah, and have the confidence to let go.
Yes.
And that all comes from being able to train and develop the team and have that trust in the team that they will do what you need them to do in the way that you want them to do it, but allowing them to also make the mistakes because you would have made mistakes back in the day and probably still now because we all make, we make wrong judgments or wrong calls on certain things, and allowing that to happen because it's the way that they can learn and grow, as long as they grow from those mistakes as such.
Yeah, and I think the key as well is that if you have got the system in place, you understanding your leadership. I mean, I remember 1 year all I focused on was leadership. I was managing very large teams, managing different characters. I understood very, very quickly in my career that not everyone is in the jobs that they are in because they're career-minded. Some people have different aspiration as to why they're in their job. So you're managing very, very different characters.
Yeah.
And that can be difficult if your mindset, your leadership process is not in place. So I like to look at something and flip it around. So when I was looking at leadership, which at the time, to be fair, there wasn't much in the industry, it was very leadership based on all different industries. I realized that actually, I want to understand how my leadership is affecting the staff journey within the business.
Yeah.
And how I can trust those processes to make sure that I grow and develop every single one of the staff members.
Yeah, so the book then takes you on a journey, doesn't it?
Yes.
About what it is and what you can do, how you can overcome it, how you can change your mindset and how you can talk to teams and what tools, like you said. But also, so the book launches, we hope, in December, end of December.
Yeah.
We're not going to say a date, just in case. But no later than January.
No, that's right. Yeah, we said December. We will and late December.
Exactly. So you can obviously buy the book on its own, as you normally would, but also you've created a course, haven't you, to go with the book.
Yes.
That supports everything you talk about in the book.
Yes.
But more so with videos and tools and.
Well, all the tools that I give in the book basically will be as a download in that course, and there's another 20 short videos.
How short are these?
Short, I'm not good, but I mean I could go on for hours, as you know. But there's short videos to kind of carry on that element of leadership, and I feel that even with all my experience, I'm still learning about leadership. It evolves. It changes. There's a new generation we need to empower, so it constantly evolves. So to me, I wanted to give more of those elements of leadership in that course that's going to allow you to not only have the downloads of the book, but also kind of carrying on learning about your growth as an owner and your leadership as an owner.
Okay, and we're going to, that's going to be available on the website, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, but you can do the course on its own, you can have the book on its own, but together they're going to be so much more impactful.
Yes, and then obviously we can support you further with the Power Hour and anything else that you feel. But yes, it's a new thing for me to put a book out.
I know.
And it was a little bit like, oh my God, it's
scary. And a few text messages.
Well, I've done it. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited about hopefully how it's going to help owners to have a bit of a different mindset on micromanagement.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We really enjoy sharing our thoughts on various topics. If you have a burning question, simply comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button to keep up to date with each new episode.